doesn't matter, but you want the crack.
Yeah, for me personally, yeah, definitely. I want to, like, you know, you want someone who's on the same kind of wavelength as you, don't you? That, like, really gets your sense of humour. You get to share. I love conversation too much, and I love communicating too much. This maybe wouldn't work for me, but if it's for them, then
they went to the trouble of learning each other's languages. Like, that's real commitment to a relationship.
But also interesting that now they get to learn each other's languages, and like there's something great can come out of it. So look, I mean, whatever works for them. They're young. They're in the
What I wonder,
I know it's like slightly controversial, but I think that he's allowed to say this. He's allowed to say that he prefers younger women, you know, just like I would say, you know, I would prefer the body of a 25-year-old man to a 50-year-old man, like right now at this. But you know, like, should I be stoned for saying this? You know, but I do. I think it's like, it's personal preference. Like, obviously, the you know, where he's come from, it is like, oh, 50, and like, you know, the body is like worn or whatever his
phrase was, the body of a woman of 50 is not extraordinary at all.
Yeah, and the majority of times maybe it is in that case, you know, in comparison to a 25-year-old, of course, because his age and it's, you know,
babies.
And of course, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the way that it's in his context obviously is wrong. Is, you know, what he's trying to do for the publicity of it. Like, but I think you know, there's kind of this outrage online. You know, how dare he say it? And my thing is, like, let him have that opinion. You know, my day will go on. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but he gets to put it in a magazine.
My subscription to life is, you know, let people do whatever they're doing. Once they're happy, they're not harming people. But this is like, literally, I was like Sarah when I read it. I was like, okay, and what's the point? Like, is it for some charity or some kind of like major? You know, we want to kind of make a big noise and get on the cover of all these papers because we want to promote whatever it is, mental health or whatever it is.
And they don't seem to be promoting anything at all.
Oh no, it's literally just like, take your pants off and hop on the dart, or on the tube, or wherever it is.
The dart. No, they're not actually.
Don't get on the dart.
Please, don't listen to her. Put your trousers back on, sir, madam. Pull those trousers up. I think...
No.
For me, no, absolutely not. My whole MMA Connect TV is built on online, social, you know, viewers checking in every week to see what's going on with the events and different fighters and stuff like that. So for me, it wouldn't work. I'd love to be able to do it. I said that before on the show. I'd love to be able to not have my phone and to just switch off. A friend of mine, I'll give him a shout out, Paddy. I done a documentary on him, and he had a little Nokia phone. I was like, oh my God, you've got a Nokia, how back in the day? And he was like, yeah, this is like for me throughout the day to, like, you know, so I'm not online, and it's like got so much more time. So I went out and I bought, you know, followed the steps. I bought a little Nokia, so I have in the morning, I get my work done, like coming here, I'm like Snapchatting or I'm Instagramming live or whatever it is. And then when I go home, I'll put my smartphone away and I'll take out the little Nokia.
Wow.
And I can find out about
miss actually a conversation on the phone.
Oh,
like
I do all of that as well.
See, I find that especially with the younger generation, it's all about messaging back on Instagram, and no one's voice notes and like Snapchats and video messages, which are all loads of fun and brilliant, but I love a good conversation on the phone, you know what I mean?
Party. And keep things civil with children, do you, Lydia?
I don't think you can, and I think that the whole premise of this whole law is it's about revenge. It's the hurt party getting revenge on, you know, or trying to seek some kind of comfort in what's happened. Again, I say it all the time on the show, and it's anything to do with like affairs or relationships and children are involved. Like the main focus, especially when children are involved, are the children, you know what I mean? They're the priority in this. So I'm all for, you know, if somebody cheats on you, if someone does you wrong in a relationship, then you be a responsible adult and you walk away. Know your worth, know your level of self-respect, you know. There's no amount of money, contracts, apologies that can make me stay with someone that cheats on me.
Yeah.
You know, but what I will say about this is I've had, again, I have to be careful not to divulge too much information I do on the show all the time.
Literally, but licking my pen, ready to make notes.
Feel that, you know, maybe I should call him out on this show. No, I won't. But
lawyers in Virgin Media going, what?
Producers, off air. But I had a thing, you know, with somebody that, you know, not anything, but just a couple of dates here, there, and everywhere, and you know, it was really nice, and I was like, oh, maybe this might go somewhere. And all the time he had a girlfriend that I didn't know about.
Yeah.
And I found out about it when you put a picture of them both on Instagram.
fool.
So you're the mistress in
I'm
that
the
scenario.
mistress, but
Yeah.
am I the mistress because I didn't know that he
No, of
had a
course you're not.
partner? So in terms of this law, if they were married, then I would be sued.
You'd be sued. Now, I know
I don't have much in that bank account, lad, so you might not get much.
the examples we have.
High road, always.
But
I'm just such a hot, and in that moment, all my friends, when I was like, lads, you'll never guess, like he, like such and such has a girlfriend. They were like, oh, just as well, it was like 2 or 3 dates or whatever, and it wasn't really that big deal. And then they were like, are you like, what are you going to do? And I was like, absolutely nothing. Like, delete his number and never call him again. That's what I'm going to do. They're like, no, you need to tell his girlfriend. And I was like, no.
And how long? Do you know how long he was going out with the
I
girlfriend?
didn't ask any of these questions. Yeah,
Okay,
no, I just saw it and I was like, of course.
I wonder, is life harder for